Hello and welcome, dear children. We shall continue with Standard 8th History, chapter number 14, that is Formation of State of Maharashtra. This will be the part 2 of the chapter. In a previous video, we have learnt about the reason behind formation of State of Maharashtra, the background behind it. Second, we have studied that how Sanyukta Maharashtra Parishad came into existence. Then we also know about the Dhar Commission and the JVP Committee. In today's part, we are going to study the reconstruction of the states, then the Nagpur Pact and beginning of the actual struggle or actual conflict. In our last session, we have understood about the role of Acharya Atre. He had gone to Mumbai's Municipal Corporation and he convinced the people over there, the leaders over there, regarding the formation of Maharashtra state along with Mumbai. Here, he was, voted by 50 people and 35 were against the decision of Acharya Atre. But still, majority had accepted, so we all know that it boosted the people, it boosted the energy of the people, and it was proven a positive response. Then next we see, because of that, the central government has to take initiative, and that is the reason they started to think over the reconstruction of the states. Now, reconstructions means what? They wanted to change the boundaries of state. As you know, children, there was no separate state as Maharashtra in the map. But yes, now the central government also is rethinking over it, and it made a committee, a commission. Okay, and the government of India then had appointed the first state recognized committee under the chairmanship of Justice Fazl Ali. It happened on 29th December 1953. Fazl Ali passed a proposal on 10th October 1955 related to the creation of bilingual Mumbai state. Now, what do you mean by bilingual? Bilingual means a state which will have two languages, having two languages. In that time, Mumbai had maximum people speaking Marathi, at the same time the other language of Gujarati as well. So you see, there were two types of people. Some people, majority people used to speak Marathi and majority people used to speak Gujarati as well. So the decision was that it will remain a bilingual state. Again, this was not acceptable by the people. Later, we will see now the Nagpur Pact. Now, what do you understand by the word pact? Pact means an agreement, a formal agreement made between the parties. So, further, the Nagpur Pact was concluded between Indian political leaders. Okay. So, the Indian political leaders came together. This happened on 28th September 1953. It led to the creation of state of Maharashtra. From the states who are speaking Marathi, they were Bombay state, Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, if you see, maximum Hindi speaking people are there. Then Hyderabad state is also included in it. So, according to this pact, Sanyukta Maharashtra had formed a pact, and in that pact it was mentioned that Maharashtra state will be formed, but it will be formed with Vidarbha and Marathwada. Now, which places come under Vidarbha? We can see Nagpur, Akola, Buldhana, Gadchiroli. Then if you look at Marathwada, you'll find the places like Aurangabad, Beed, Latur, Nanded, Usmanabad. So all these places are included here in Marathwada. So according to Nagpur Pact, it was decided that Maharashtra will be formed along with Vidarbha, Marathwada and Bombay being its capital. So changes were made in the constitution. Here you can see according to the article 371. Amendments were made. Amendment means what? Means small minor changes were made in the constitution. So according to this pact, assurance was given regarding equal financial provision for the fields of technical and vocational education. Here technical education means what? It means the study of technology. Nowadays we use so many electronic gadgets and like refrigerators, washing machines, which have made our lives easier, isn't it? How this has happened? That has happened because of our technical knowledge, the study of technology. The next is vocational education, where we can also say that it is self-education, preparing people for self-education. For example, the job of marketing, banking, then the job of business administration, all that comes under vocational education. So first thing, in the pact it was there that finance will be given to the students, to the city of Nagpur for technical and vocational education. Then the second thing that was there was they agreed that state government services will be given to the people, okay, if they agree with the pact. And the next was that once in a year they assured that assembly session will be held in Nagpur. So these were the terms and conditions. Based on that, Nagpur Pact was signed. Next we will see that not only the political leaders but even the common man, the workers that were staying in Mumbai were also eager and desperate to have Mumbai along with Maharashtra. Here we will see their struggle began with a huge meeting that was held on Kamgar Maidan. At that time we also see the leader named Shankar Rao Dev, who was the first secretary of the Maharashtra Pradesh Congress Committee, said and appealed to the people that, what did he say? We will oppose the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra unto our last breath. So, such inspiring leaders kept on motivating and inspiring people. People got emotionally attached to him. That's the reason public agitation increased. Even we can find many of the women like Sumiti Bai Gore, Ismat Chugtai, Durga Bhagwat, all category, all religion people, all the different women leaders even joined in this agitation. Next we also see that a meeting of labours was also held on 7 November 1955. Where various political parties had participated with various labours organization, peasants and worker, in which one of the communist leader, his name is Comrade Shripad Amrut Dange. Comrade is actually not his name. Comrade they used to call to the communist leaders. So Shripad Amrut Dange was a communist leader. He had also participated with a strong feeling that we want Mumbai with Maharashtra, where they strongly opposed a resolution that Maharashtra state should form along with Mumbai and Vidarbha. First of all, let us know, children, why did they strongly wanted Mumbai to be the part of Maharashtra? Why Mumbai was so important place for everybody? Yes, because Mumbai is a financial capital of India. It is one of the most popular and earliest city to be industrialized in the world. Okay, so till here we have understood the reason behind having Mumbai with Maharashtra, and we have seen about the various meetings that were held, the struggle behind it. The next part of the lesson we will continue in part 3.